Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Spitfire right here in another video. And anyway, yeah, welcome back to today's video. I'm sorry for the late upload. I know it's a Tuesday, but yeah, let's just get right into the video. So it was Max Verstappen taking quite an amazing win. What a drive by Max Verstappen. I'll get into that later. Followed by Charles Leclerc. Both of them gave us a great almost last lap battle for P1. Followed by Valtteri Bottas, P3, terrible weekend for Mercedes, and then Sebastian Vettel, P4, Lewis Hamilton, P5. Norris, an amazing result, finishing P6, followed by Pierre Gasly, terrible result. Once again, he was in a Red Bull and he should have done better. I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, he finished P7, followed by Carlos Sainz, an amazing drive from last place on the grid, finishing 8th. Then we have the two Alfa Romeos of Kimi Räikkönen, just ahead of Antonio Giovinazzi, getting his first points of the season, so congratulations to him. Then we have, just out of the points is Sergio Perez, P11, the two Renaults of Daniel Ricciardo, then Nico Hülkenberg finishing P12 and P13. Lance Stroll with another disappointing result in P14. Alexander Albon led home his teammate in P15. Then, yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's been lately both Racing Point and Renault have been really silent, as well as Toro Rosso. Haas, on the other hand, they really are beginning to level themselves with Williams. But yeah, I'm surprised by their pace. But anyway, then we have Romain Grosjean's P16, Daniel Kvyat P17, George Russell finishing 18th. Finally, a Williams finishing ahead of another car, besides a fellow Williams. Then we have Kevin Magnussen, terrible weekend for both Haas cars. Then we have Robert Kubica finishing last, but somehow got driver of the day. Or actually Max got driver of the day, but actually Robert Kubica for some reason got driver of the day. Why, I have no idea. But yeah, let's talk over what happened in the race. So first we're going to be going over Max Verstappen's win, and first of all, kudos to him. Great drive, 100% deserved that victory. And then Charles Leclerc finishing P2. Their battle on the last few laps was really interesting, and it's really the kick that F1 needed, because as we all know, Paul Ricard was a very, very boring race, and a lot of people were actually threatening to leave, or not really leave, but stop watching Formula 1. So yeah, this is exactly what Formula 1 needed. But anyway, let's go over his drive. First, after his anti-stall kicked in right off the start, he passed Pierre Gasly, proceeded to cut his way through the field. There was also, or not really all of his overtakes were on track. As we all know, Lewis Hamilton had to pit for a new front wing. That pretty much took him out of contention for the win. But yeah, then he made his way, and actually just before he made his way up to Valtteri Bottas and passed him, he reported engine problems, actually, but all his engineer really said to him was fail 3 or something like that. And then yeah, he proceeded to just keep on going. Then he made his way to Charles Leclerc on the first time round on turn 3. He didn't, or actually sorry, I'm forgetting what happened now. This is why you don't film videos 2 days after the race, kids. That was not funny. But anyway, he failed to pass Charles Leclerc on turn 3. I'm absolutely screwing up with this audio. And yeah, the second time round, what happened was the first time Charles Leclerc didn't defend, or he did defend the inside line. Second time he didn't, which really stunned me. I mean, if Charles Leclerc would have defended that inside line, I don't think we would be having, or I would be talking about this, because so anyway, Max sent one down the inside. Obviously, since he brakes late, he went past the apex and actually almost, or did shove Charles Leclerc off the track, and actually that move had to be reviewed by the stewards, which in my opinion shouldn't have really happened, because one, we had to wait for like 3-4 hours after the race to get finally the final result. But yeah, in my mind, it wasn't a penalty at all. It's just hard racing, and yeah, let's just move on to some of the other things that happened, because this part of audio is way too long. So next we're going to be talking about McLaren, and first of all, great job to both Lando and Sainz. Very well done job. What happened was Lando Norris started like I think P6, finished, then proceeded to finish P6, so very good job to him. Yeah, at one point he was even challenging Lewis Hamilton. Of course, it was right off the line for P4, I believe. But anyway, yeah, I really do think if any team now is beginning, it will challenge any of the top 3 by the end of 2020, which is already, I'm just going to say now, is already unlikely. But if any team did, it would be McLaren, because maybe Renault, but I mean, they really haven't been performing this season. Of course, their driver lineup is not to blame, but I think it's because Fernando is gone now. I think that's why McLaren is doing so good, is because they don't have any pressure, and now of course, ever since they switched to orange instead of their, I guess you could say, chrome livery, I guess it was also a symbol that they wanted to become less corporal and more about their origins. But yeah, the team now seems a lot less corporal. Obviously, with the signing of Lando Norris, now they can just make all the memes they want. But yeah, and also great job to Carlos Sainz. I don't think enough people are talking about this, even though people are talking about it. But yeah, impressive job. This was better than Alexander Albon's job in China from pit lane to points. That's not to take anything off of Alexander Albon. That was also a very incredible drive. But yeah, great job to Carlos. So next we're going to be talking about Mercedes, and finally, they didn't win a race. I know it sounds a little bit bad, but yeah, we finally found their Achilles heel. Looks like they really didn't consider their car, or at least think about their car during hot temperatures enough, because as we all remember, Canada, they were also not exactly the fastest team. So yeah, hopefully going into summer, they will be able to challenge, hopefully. Yeah, maybe that's also why they were allowed to challenge like Bahrain and stuff, Ferrari. But yeah, it's great that we finally confirmed the Mercedes Achilles heel, if you want to call it that. But yeah, hopefully this will spice up the championship a little bit. But I still honestly think that it is very much the Mercedes ball game. Yeah, I still think Lewis Hamilton is going to win it by a landslide. I don't think anyone else is going to come close. Maybe Valtteri Bottas, we'll see. But yeah, this is great for Formula 1, and this will definitely make at least the summer more exciting, and I cannot wait for Silverstone. But anyway guys, that is the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button or notification bell. Make sure to subscribe. Please like the video. Once again, sorry that this video came out on a Tuesday. I know I was late. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I am also trying to make other content, and yeah, see you guys later.